All right. Hello, welcome everybody. Another edition of Wednesday Night Fights Online Edition, episode 48. That's right, 48. It's oh man, that number's going all the way up. Man, could reach 50 if things go well, things go according to schedule. But that's for later. For now, here we are with another edition of Wednesday Night Fights BBTAG Online, coming to you from the PlayStation format for tonight's bracket. Apologies for the hiatus we had last week. There was a bit of a family emergency on my end, but things are a little bit better now. Um, don't want to go into too many details for you all, but things are getting better on my end. So, but we're here. And of course, introductions, all of that will be made here right now. First up, there's yours truly, T.O. Bracket Runner, host and commentator, or one half of the commentary team for tonight's WNF BBTAG bracket, Master Chief. And with me here in the commentator's booth is none other than our streamer and one of the pillars of WNF BBTAG, week in and week out, E30. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. It's been a long day, but at least I get to end it with some good ass BB time.
Yep, and good ass BB tag we will have, because yeah, I'm looking at what we have in the bracket, and there's some killers tonight. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what we have in store. Unfortunately, there is no Matcherino available yet, so can't do the usual Matcherino show. When that does pop up, you know the drill. There's going to be codes, I hope. And if there are, click the code, put 25 cents in the bracket pot whenever it comes up. But yeah, so all that being said, apologies for the wait for getting things started, but we will be getting things kicked off with our first match on stream, Faded Dragon versus Four Sword Kirby, aka Podge.
It's been a hot minute since we've seen Faded in a WNF bracket. I feel like one of the last times we did see them, they either went really far, or the one that I remember the most was they got themselves a dub overall. So I know they're probably busy with like school or something, but I'm glad to see them back in the forefront of these things. And I did see them stream the other day, so it doesn't like they look like they've it looks like they've shaken off all the rust that they potentially might have had during potential hiatus.
All right, Podge going with the usual of the raid boss of Taker and Yukiko. Faded going with another usual that we've seen, Yosuke Platinum. Not choosing to go with the Kurogane. That's something I've noticed from them lately, is Platinum as the other character instead of Kurogane as of late.
Yeah, I mean, Faded has mentioned several times that they are a big fan of Platinum and their kit in this team. And they really want to make this team work, despite, you know, Platinum not being a very strong character. But given what we've seen so far, they put in a lot of work with this team, and they make this team look more threatening than it is on paper.
I mean, yeah, you don't really see too much of Platinum anymore. Well, really, you never saw her a lot in any version of this game. But yeah, Faded definitely has proficiency with this character, and we're definitely seeing some of that right now ongoing with these combo loops.
It's a sandwich situation, and Podge's not ready for the active switch, and will most likely lose Tager for this. Yeah, just going into the double DHC super, and that'll be a dead Tager off of a getting opened up by the active switch low and a bad bird. It's all just so Yukiko with only level 2 Resonance and, well, level 5 Fire Sync.
I mean, this is definitely like one of the comeback characters to have, provided, of course, you have the fire stacks necessary. But looks like Podge so far doing a decent job of, well, was doing a decent job of kind of keeping Faded a little bit away, out of effective range, but not looking the best. Level 7 fire stacks, though. but no more resonance, so has to make do with the health and natural meter gain that they'll be having. Unfortunately, not going to be able to make the most out of either of those. Faded getting the cross raid there at the end, killing off Yukiko, getting the first game in this set.
Yeah, it was really an unfortunate situation towards the tail end there. You know, only level 2 resonance for Yukiko, and didn't really have a lot of meter going into it in the first place. So they weren't able to get like a lot of chip going in with either like the 214 super or with just EX Miragi in general. So it just felt like such an uphill battle to climb in. Unfortunately, Four Sword Kirby wasn't able to clutch it out there. But game 2, a new day, maybe a new result.
Could have been a little bit more disastrous there with that potential happy birthday, but good DP from Podge to shut out the moonstalled attempts. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, the backwards hitting 2A. Never seen that before.
There's a couple resets loaded in there, and it looks like, yeah, we'll definitely be, Fader will be losing Platinum for this thing, just off of just like a scramble situation that Forcer Kirby was able to just really capitalize on as best as possible, but a baited DP will be putting some damage on tape.
I will say, definitely, I understand the reasoning behind the DP there, just did it a little bit too early, because if he did it like maybe like a couple frames later, that probably would have even hit Yosuke. Oh, is he dead off this? He's dead off this. Wow. So what we saw there was a lot of, like, essentially a lot of the turns being tables being turned. I almost said turns being tabled. But yeah, a lot of the tables being turned on Faded, because we saw like a lot of active swap mix-ups coming from Podge in that round as opposed to Faded from the first. And so yeah, I was able to get a lot of things going that Faded just wasn't expecting. And also just we didn't really talk about it, but man, Platinum was dead on the floor, but Podge was like, hey, is this Tekken? I'm gonna do some some extra hits on the body.
Good old classic corpse kicking, but going into this next match, Yosuke is already at less than half of his health. I know he's getting some hurt on there too. Reset, but good defense by Faded. But just a little bit of an awkward stand-up, and there's a little bit of unfamiliarity, especially with fighting against such a unique team that Four Sword Kirby does play. So stuff like this is bound to happen. But an unfortunate burst right there, and getting some good amount of damage on Yukiko.
Good block on the mix so far. Good DP out also to prevent. Oh, the patience! That's dead.
As my made Faded flinch in that situation, and all of the solo Platinum, only level 2 resonance, just burned 2 meter for basically nothing, and yeah, just the resonance clock is burning down, but Platinum is still pretty healthy, still definitely doing it.
That it is. You can never count really any character out, even if, like, you know, the life totals are like have a massive disparity or anything. It's always, you know, just it ain't over until, you know, it says finish on the screen. So Faded is struggling a little bit though, trying to really block whatever Podge has, but I mean, you can't block command grabs, unfortunately.
And Faded
just like that. Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, Faded just woke up with violence, but unfortunately did not work out, and Four Sword Kirby will be going up in their second game in this set. As I mentioned before, I didn't really have a lot of time to elaborate on it, but since Podge has such a unique team, there's going to be a lot of unfamiliar situations that you will run into. Honestly, the best way I could put it is when fighting Podge is just a straight up knowledge check, and what makes it even more terrifying is that Podge really likes longer sets from what I can observe. So just the longer you draw something out, the more he gets to learn it. The more he'll adapt to whatever you're capable of.
Oh my goodness, I thought that was going to be like a round start grab, essentially. It almost worked. Magnetism kind of threw off Faded's game plan a little bit, but still able to get some hits on the Tager, get this corner positioning. And what will be the mix? Ooh, Swallow Moon not quite working out. DT baited. That's 4 meter on deck. I don't think it's, yeah, no, it's not dead. Especially with a drop like that.
Oh, now this will be though.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Active swap, command grab, getting a nice 9.5k. Ooh, boy. And you're dealing with fire level 5, or fire level 9, I should say, Yukiko, but not looking too good on the health.
Excellent burst bait right there, making Force Sword Kirby flinch, and the discrepancy between lives is looking less and less.
Blocked on the low after the jump. Unfortunately getting hit by the Spark Bolt.
Excellent work by Podge to like safely get some health back on Yukiko, but because there is a lot of red health that Yukiko can heal back, and at this point, Hager's just effectively being a damage sponge just so that Yukiko can get as much health back as possible.
Backdash into the command grab. Oh man. Okay, Faded really, well, I was gonna say really gonna have to dig deep and get something going, but just not even able to finish the sentence. And Podge able to get the hit with the assist, knocking out Yosuke and winning the set 3-1.
Yeah, excellent for Podge, but also nice showing for Faded. It's nice to, well, it's been a while since I feel like Force Sword Kirby has also. And yeah, excellent work to both of them, and it's nice to see them again, especially with I'd say they have some of the more unique teams overall within the active. Really nice to see what they're capable of with these teams and see them flourish.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, that's like the great thing about this game. It's like there's so many characters, there's so much creativity you can have to basically, like, you know, you can play like a lot of the teams, like established teams like Narukami, Dachi, or Ruby Gordeau, like that we've seen before. But you know, everyone just has their own like personal flair, personal touch with the characters and thus the teams that they play. Really make things interesting. So, and speaking of interesting teams, Yosuro not going with the usual of Narukami Adachi, but currently has Hyde Yang.
I'd say we're getting mixed. I've never seen Yosuro play. I've never seen him play a different team aside from Udachi. And if we are seeing this, I'm very curious. On the other hand, we're having a returning face, one that we haven't seen in, as they mentioned, well over a year. Kaiten to Ray here with a new team as well. I see this Rachel Hilda. On paper, it sounds like a very terrifying team, and you know, it's look. I'd imagine with a team like this, they're looking to make a statement.
I honestly can't tell the difference between either of the character portraits on Kaiten's team. They're both smug blondes.
Both looking down on you too, so it's like that's extra. It's that extra
just,
feeling of, yeah, I know you
just,
see me as dirt.
Corporate wants you to see the difference between the two pictures. They're the same. But yeah, go ahead.
I'm legally obligated to say at least one of them has a ponytail, so I can discern that way.
I mean, everyone in this lineup so far is blonde. That's funny to me. But yeah, Yeah, Chitin, we haven't seen, as mentioned before by them in the WNF chat and also just by you earlier as well. Yeah, haven't seen them in quite some time. As you said, also different team. Usually we've seen the Yukiko Hilda. If memory serves me correctly, it has been a while, but I believe that was the team they had. But yeah, going with the Rachel.
It was definitely Hilda Yukiko is what we remember them by. Maybe that's a bit of their secret. If this team doesn't work out, I'd imagine that they completely drop that character because they love that character to death. But anyway, Yosro vs. Kind 99, game 1.
So far, Yosro swinging for the fences. I mean, yeah, I was gonna say, like, all of these have been trades up until that point. Everybody was just swinging and just nobody was getting any sort of game plan going. But the burst whiffing and able to actually punish the move from Titan, that was interesting. So getting some basic pressure down, gets the low.
And even though Yoso's on a completely different team, there's signs that it's still Yosro is still there by just pressing buttons and just choosing violence at every avenue possible. There if you don't think, but didn't unfortunately work out.
I'm just so surprised the air DP worked out of all things. What is going on? There's clashes. Everyone's just getting hit. Nobody's really having like any sort of substantial combo game going on. Up until this point, it's actually only been Chitin who's been getting like some decent combo hits in. Unfortunately, because of the characters they play, it just hasn't amounted to too much in terms of damage. And I say that, and then we get 7k.
You know, I respect it. He did go for it.
It wasn't even EX, it was just normal. If it was EX, that would have been, like, understandable. Oh my god!
I'm pretty sure it's EX. I did see the blue aura around high. Just run up and grab it. Yosro making a statement of all time with this new team and this textbook aggression.
You know, as you said, yeah, this may be a new team, but yeah, we're definitely seeing you can. Yeah, I was trying to come up with something witty, but I can't. He's just mashing. He's just pushing buttons.
Okay. Can't escape from crossing fate.
Unfortunately, a lot of like trades have the situation, but at the end of the day, it did fall into Yoso's favor. But I'm curious to see what kind of adjustments that Titan will make in this game 2 here.
Still sticking with the Rachel. I mean, it was working out for the most part, just a couple of unfortunate hits. I don't think Titan's ready for these armor hits, like, at all. Like, anytime there's, like, been an aerial button pushed by Chitin, they've just been stuffed out by either JB or 2B from Yang, and it just hasn't been working out for them at all.
I am sensing, like, a little bit of unfamiliarity and a little bit of awkwardness with the Rachel. But the Hilda hasn't skipped a beat, but I think with the Rachel is kind of being the nail in the coffin for Titan right now.
I probably imagine if things don't work out, yeah, because we're seeing like some drops here and there that aren't really doing Titan any favors. But I feel like, yeah, there's if I was gonna say after this, if things weren't going to go their way, they might end up switching to Yukiko.
And hey, I'm all for it. I'd say that, you know, Titan does have a very proficient Hilda, but I feel like the character that we primarily knew them for was their Yukiko. And
Yep,
yeah,
there it is.
we're getting exactly that. And I feel like, you know, for a little bit of history lesson for those unaware of Titan is, but when they first started showing the WNF, it was kind of, aside from Long Lily, of course, it was kind of some of the first exposure that we've seen of Yukiko in 2.0.
Yeah. Ooh. Yosro's unfortunately been going for these potential push block callouts, but not quite getting it solidly.
And to their, I guess, their fortune, Titan is exactly punishing them in their entirety, so they're getting away with it a lot. So it's working out, but I'm putting on some aggression, and yeah, they look a lot more comfortable with this team.
Yeah, we're seeing just a lot of this healing coming from the Yukiko 4P. I mean, they're back at full health, both of them. But just the pressure that Titan's putting Yosuru through is just... Oh man, yeah, you can definitely see things are not going well. But does get a super out of the pressure situation. Has to spend meter for it. Unfortunately, that will be a dead Yang for their troubles, though.
And that might be it. Oh yeah, that's definitely a cross trade, and yeah. Just a complete turnaround for the past 2 games, and you know, Kaiton's back on their main team, and as I've said before, and that game kind of confirmed it, even though they've been gone for a while, they have not skipped a beat.
Yeah, can definitely see that they're a lot more comfortable with Yukiko as opposed to Rachel. Just able to get things going with the pressure situations from Hilda, with the Yukiko assists coming in, and just overall, yeah, able to get a lot more out of their hits as compared to the previous team we saw.
No, real quick, is that ICU Hater the host of the Big 8 on every Tuesday at 5 p.m. PST? Please confirm or deny.
Now, I think that might be true. I think that might be true.
Oh, welcome, welcome. Howdy, howdy.
I mean,
thanks for tuning in.
I do see a check mark next to the name on the chat, so I don't think you can buy those as opposed to Twitter. So yeah, that's definitely it.
It is confirmed. But yeah.
Welcome.
Welcome. Yeah, back to the match. Titan getting a good 5C knockdown and just putting the pressure on Yosoro, but getting a good burst. But yeah, as I say that, things start to turn around a little bit. And an excellent punish with a freeze frame on the Hilda with JC.
Oh boy, I was gonna say that could have been a really major happy birthday. I mean, it's still good damage nonetheless. Like, you're still getting like Yukiko healing in the background as well from this.
Yeah, getting a good amount of damage, and also nice presence of mind by Kaiton to know that the Yukiko was still in cross combo, so was able to get a little bit of healing back. But it is looking a little scary there.
I was honestly expecting Yosuru to go for burning gold there, like during the freeze frame. Oh no! Unfortunate DP gets baited and going to be killing off this Hilda. I mean, it's res level 4 for Yukiko. That's definitely nothing to sneeze at. But oh goodness me, I think, yeah, with the extra hits, thanks to cross combo just like kind of locking the screen for hide, I think that actually ended up being just enough to kill.
Unfortunately, Titan will be going sent to the lower bracket this time around, but regardless, an excellent showing. You know, welcome back too. It's nice to see you again here, and you know, with the last 2 games that we had, everyone's had a pretty unique team. Ones that like we either know them for, or something new that they're bringing out, or just, you know, someone that we haven't seen in a while. So it's nice to see all that back. And before I fail to mention, thank you also, Royal Flush. Good to see you around here. Thank you for the raid. But yeah, unfortunately, there is still no Matcherino up yet. I'm sure the WNF overlords are hard at work trying to get that code up for us.
I hope so. I have no like control over that personally, so I certainly hope that's going to be the case. All right. Yeah. So Yosuru moves on to fight True Care. That will be off stream. And our next match that will be on stream, it will be Caterade versus Nuclear Taco.
I was reading up chat a little bit before the event. I know Nuclear Taco's here and basically just said, fuck it, we ball and decided it. Nice to see them. I know they've been like on and off, taking a little break for a little bit, but always good to come back to the game and see some familiar faces. Gatorade being a mainstay. Not really a mainstay, but a constant. A very welcome constant with us. And they are rocking a new partner for their boy Kurogane this time around.
Yeah, definitely. Gatorade has been picking a lot of just like team comps that we haven't seen from him lately. Like I remember seeing what was it? None specifically come to mind, but I don't remember seeing a Carmine from Caterade anytime recently.
Yeah, it's either like they've been going with like a Kurogane +1 or just a completely new team in general. It's working out pretty well, but that Moonsault's going to do some work for Nuclear Taco, but fortunately bowing out early here, and it's all up to Solo Suzuno. Excellent anti-air by Caterade, but not being able to get a full combo on it.
That's it again. Oh, and same second verse, same as the first, unfortunately. Not able to get a full combo off, but still just keeping the pressure gone. Oh, unfortunate DP that's blocked. I mean, this is Suzuno too. Getting hit by that gut punch as a counter hit. Oh, that's going to be rough.
Not quite going to kill, would be very close, but for 4 meters for basically almost 13k into the 5C, working out super well, and just like that, it's a one-on-one.
I was gonna say it's still an even game, quite honestly. They're just swinging at each other. Goodness. Oh, I respect the tick throw attempt from Taco, but he's not dead. You gave him a chance. You better not regret that. Okay.
Definitely didn't. Yeah, I was about to say, like, with Suzuno's damage output, it's still a one-touch game, but fortunately for Caterade, was able to clutch it out at the very end there with that cross-up JC.
But I mean, as I was saying, like, even though it was a one-on-one situation, and like, Caterade definitely had the life lead with Kurogane, it was still just like, whoever gets hit, it's going to hurt. And with Suzuno, strong potential to have killed there. But regardless, yeah, Caterade taking that first game, and I wouldn't say super convincing fashion considering the end there, but still very much dominant throughout most of that round.
Absolutely. But a new day, a new round, and hopefully Nuclear Taco can make some adjustments to stay alive in this winner side of the bracket. But unfortunately not looking the greatest right now, but that wake up DP and Nuclear Taco is going to take full advantage of it, but unfortunately a drop combo, and oh, there's just a bunch of spaghetti, unfortunately.
That could have been very similar to what we saw with the Carmine, like potentially like barely any health from on Kurogane, but still has some life to give. Honestly, that I can barely talk with all of this that's happening.
Yeah, they're definitely not scared of each other in the slightest, but and they're just swinging at each other like apes. But unfortunately, Yosuke will be taking a good amount of damage here. Cross combo situation, absolutely, and but unfortunately, it looks like they try to bait a burst right there. But Nuclear Taco looks like they are still in it and prefer to keep the Suzuno alive in Resonance.
Oh, what a DP! I thought honestly Yosuke was already like on the ground, and that would have been able to block that, but it is what it is. Caterade up 2 in the set, and that one, well, a little more of a slobber knocker, surprisingly, than the previous one. Like, I didn't think that was possible, but they're just swinging.
Yeah, and just you know, it's not to say that Nuclear Taco's getting blown out either. Like, Caterade, both of his characters were definitely bleeding, or at least Kurogane was bleeding by the end of the set. So, there's not a lot of room for error in these games so far.
Absolutely.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
It just
All right.
the most tame opening that we've seen in this set so far, and Caterade drawing first blood.
No pun intended.
Oh god, I didn't want to mention it, but
All right, great anti-air from Caterade, keeping the pressure going. Good TP on the 5C. All right, 5C blocked once again, and unfortunately, that is punishable too on Susanoo's end.
just getting a good combo here. What's for breakfast? Cross combo for you. Oh no, just kidding. I'm a liar. But getting opened up by the low, didn't even get into the bloodhouse somehow. But just keeping the pressure up. Susanoo is bleeding.
I was surprised by that. Yeah, I expected Bloodhouse to actually hit there.
Fortunately for Nuclear Taco, getting a good amount of damage in, crossing up Carmine and just bursting in Naoto right away, not wanting to deal with any of that.
Surprised there was no burst punish with an assist call on that. Maybe tried to, but it didn't come out, unfortunately. But whatever the case, yeah, getting some good damage with the Yosuke. Just moonsault, but unfortunately going to... I thought he was dead.
16k character, I would have believed you, but unfortunately, Yosuke's dead.
Oh no. Alright, gets hit with the 5C. Red level 2, so moderate health gain passively and moderate meter gain passively as well. Oh no, that's counter hit too. Unfortunately, was not able to finish the combo, but ended up being meter positive actually because of the block DP.
Oh, unfortunate DP on the safe jump, and Caterade will be sealing out the deal 3-0 against Nuclear Taco.
Carmine. Naoto.
Live by the DP, you die by the DP, unfortunately.
Yeah, but excellent work to Caterade, but also excellent work to Nuclear Taco. And as I said before, you know, welcome back. It's been a while since we've seen you, and it's good to see you as well. But, yeah, and as far as I know, as of recently, this is a relatively new team for them. I remember Nuclear Taco did play Yosuke Akatsuki before, but is finding a lot of good points with his Yosuke. Or what did I say before? Well, I don't know what I said, so I'm going to say it again, and hopefully I can catch it. But they did play Yosuke Akatsuki in the past, but recently they have picked up this new Yosuke Susanoo, and it's there's still a lot of kinks to iron out, but they look very comfortable with the team, and it looks like a very healthy switch for them.
I did also play Yosuke Ragna for a good bit too.
Oh yeah.
Yep. But yeah, no, the Susanoo definitely seems to be working out a lot more for them, getting a lot more mileage out of it, from what I've been able to see at least.
Moving on here into our winter semis, we will be having Chop Suey versus Yosuke Scrub. Chop Suey, honestly, I don't think I've seen them in online brackets since CO Taco, to be honest, and you know, they got a taste of that offline tournament experience, and I don't blame them for taking a break from playing online. But they are back, and I know that I've said this multiple times before, but welcome back, Chop Suey. But you have run into Yo Fates Go with a new team that they have shown to be very prevalent with.
Has taken some, I think some brackets with this team too. It's nothing to sneeze at all, and seeing it at work and playing against it, it's a force. It's a force of nature to some degree.
I mean, I'd say their most notable win with the team as of late was that Festival of Frights happening offline very recently. they get over Monkey of all people with this team as well. But going into this match, YoFave Scrub drawing first blood, and let's see, what do they have for breakfast here?
Ooh, they unfortunately were not quite wanting to have whatever Scrub was dishing out, and serving up some punishment of their own. I did my best to keep the food going.
You did good. You did good.
Okay. But yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, Chop Suey fighting back. Wani, they want their fill of this situation and making it look very terrifying. But an excellent burst, thankfully for Jubei, having a pretty good, big hitbox on the burst, hitting both sides. But Chop Suey not letting up at all in the slightest.
That was dirty. The air dash into the teleport, keeping him guessing. Yeah, that was disgusting.
Chop Suey not letting up at all, but unfortunately a good 4P call, letting some of the aggression back in YoFave Scrub's favor, but it's just not looking good for this Jubei. Trying to cat pause out and just keeping it in, surprisingly enough.
I feel like you gotta swap. Yeah, no, you don't want to play solo walled into this.
Unfortunately, I think that was a misinput and got the JP instead of maybe some kind of cat pause, but it's just not looking good, and Chop Suey taking full advantage of the situation.
Resonance have to hold whatever this mix is going to be. I was gonna say good defense so far, but gets clipped low just barely. Pretty much their final chance in this match.
Staying away, trying to keep their distance, and what can Walsing do? Putting yourself in a sandwich. I don't know if you want to do that, but got out with their life, a command grab, and Scrub might have Freebird playing. I won't lie.
I am 100%. Oh no, he definitely has it. He definitely has it playing. He's got the guitar solo going. Oh man, can he be stopped?
Yeah. Just trying to make the most of the situation. Pausing the timer on 69 seconds. Very nice.
Very nice.
But level 4 resonance and climbing with the meter. This is just Mount Everest to climb for YoFave Scrub, and the air dash with the JP unfortunately not working. I think the solo ended on Freebird and Chop Suey being able to take game 1.
I gotta say though, after he got the first command grab, I was just thinking to myself, he's feeling it. He's feeling it now.
Absolutely. But yes, and I definitely think most of the time when Scrub enters his brackets and he has a new team, he definitely wants to stick with it throughout the entire time, regardless of whatever bad matchups may come his way. So yeah, I don't expect a switch from Scrub, and honestly, if you caught the action last night, the only reason why Scrub flopped to his main team, Ragnar Ruby, because of Non-Con's permadeath astral rules killing Jubei and forcing him to switch off of it.
I mean, I've legitimately been in a similar situation, so I understand that he just stood there. He had no fear. That round start, that was powerful.
What a power play, and working out here for Scrub, but a good DP, waking up and choosing violence, trying to cross up Scrub, but Scrub on point with the defense. Just yeah, one of the things that Chop Suey likes doing, aside from the offense, of course, is that they like to be extremely pesky with Easy-Roy, just like sending out V-Sonic Sabers from full screen or whatnot, just basically saying, what are you gonna do with it?
That, honestly, with the meter that Chop had, that could have been a dead Jubei if that combo was able to continue.
Alright, cross. Up. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the same thing you just said, honestly.
Keeping it up, and yeah, this should be.
Oh my god!
Why?
20k coming in clutch, living on a pixel off of that combo.
And one of the things I'm just seeing a lot of right now is just that Scrub is really losing out on the air-to-air game, and just Chop Suey taking full advantage of that. And as evident from these 2 games that they've taken so far is that they have not skipped a beat.
Chop has always been a very solid player, just overall, and I mean, yeah, I feel like really, yeah, he doesn't seem like it takes for him too much to really get back into the swing of things. I remember he entered Big 8 last night, so if anything, you know, kind of shook off a little bit of the rust there, if nothing else, and really seems to be in full effect tonight.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm curious on what kind of adjustments Scrub will make in this game 3 here, because this is their last chance to stay in the inner side of this bracket. There's a couple things that they were toying around with, and they've definitely had some moments where they've got to shine, but unfortunately, Chop Suey was just able to clutch things out here.
Again, already looking to... Whoa, what a backdash! Not quite able to get out of the pressure because of it, but still, yeah, Chop looking, once again, just very much in control of the situation.
Excellent work, yeah, like Scrub's just trying to get their footing and trying to fight a way in, but Chop Suey's just doing an excellent job of just denying them a chance to do so.
That was a very solid, like, just both burst, punish, and also just like a situation that he put Scrub in. Killing off the character, I mean, this is even more of a hill to climb than we saw in the first game.
Oh, absolutely. Almost got the punish, but didn't believe. And yeah, I you know, the Freebird soul has definitely ended, so I don't know how much power Scrub has left in it, and that's going to be curtains and 3-0 for Chop Suey.
Yep, very, very solid play from Chop. Just essentially just locking Scrub out of just so much and just keeping the pressure on. Essentially not really giving him much room to breathe. And even whenever Scrub did have room, it was just Chop just making the greatest callouts, like to stuff out whatever option he had.
Fortunately for Chop Suey, they will be moving on, and also fortunately for Scrub, they are not out of it just yet. Just has to claw their way through the loser side of this bracket.
I feel like if he does end up fighting Chop again, I think he's going to reconsider the team comp, because yeah, it did not look like it was going well at all. Like maybe here and there a couple times, but overall it was just very, very rough for him.
Yeah, as we mentioned before, definitely Chop Suey has not skipped a beat from when we last saw them. Unfortunately, we didn't really get to see them on stream. I don't think they were on stream at all during Big 8 last night. But yeah, we've, as mentioned before, we saw them in full effect, and they are they haven't shown any signs of rust from what we've seen tonight. Coming up next on the other side of the winner side, we will be having Yosoro versus Gatorade. As we've seen, Gatorade, there's a little bit of unfamiliarity with some of, I guess, the combos and kind of the setups that they can employ with Karma. Gatorade, I feel like with the amount of Kurogane +1 teams that they played, and just some of the side teams that we've seen in general for them, it doesn't seem like they'll skip a beat at all. If like, it'll be definitely terrifying once they figure it out. the other hand, honestly, the completely unexpected thing we saw from Yosuro, the Yang hide, worked out super well for them against Kaiton, man. I definitely think with a lot of the tools that Yang and Hide have, it fits their playstyle of just choosing non-stop aggression and violence the entire.
No, I definitely agree. Well, more so the Yang, if anything else. But yeah, Hyde's definitely got some good buttons to press, just in general. So I can definitely understand the mindset of picking this team. I mean, of course, you can't really beat Narukami Adachi when it comes to something like that. But I think probably trying to think of, I don't know, get familiar with other characters just to have a different sort of playstyle. Or I wouldn't say playstyle, but make a little bit more adjustments to their playstyle, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like there definitely when you play a different team, there could be an eye opener to some things that you didn't maybe understand or know main team entirely. So it could be a nice change of pace, and you know sometimes, and also sometimes you get tired with your main team even though you love them to death. So want to do something new.
Absolutely. Ooh, good mash to stuff out the overhead of part of the Rekka from Yosuro.
Fortunately, drop combo there, but getting punished on the way down. Really solid combo here, going to cash out. Getting a good kind of chunk of damage because the cross combo is still active. We still got the resistance version of the super. Excellent work by Caterade, getting a safe way to get now Tokei out, and getting a good amount of damage on Hyde as well, putting in the Bloodhouse, getting a good setup as well. Get on the DP
It's
and
out the DP, yeah. This should be enough. I feel like that was just barely enough.
absolutely just enough, and it's all to solo Yang, but we've seen Yosuro's Yang put in a good amount of work.
I've just seen Yang just put in a good amount of work at WNFs, like, regardless. And this is honestly looking no different here. Yosuro getting the grab, killing off the Caterade. Well, the Caterade, the Kuragane. I mean, let's be honest, Caterade's practically Kuragane at this point, right?
I mean, yeah, in the sense that you are
Oh, God,
Raga.
no, shut up. We're not going there.
Alright, fine. Anyway, so resistance has been popped, but Yosuro getting opened up, and resistance is over. A good amount of damage. Can Caterade confirm? No, unfortunately not. But yeah, Yosuro just choosing violence, not exactly working out super well for them, and Caterade will be taking game 1 here.
Honestly, it was as much of a slobber knocker of a match that I expected it to be. But yeah, no, okay. Both players just wanting to push buttons. Both players varying success with those buttons being pushed. But yeah, no, it's I just don't have any more words for that. It's buttons, it's punches, it's hits, it's violence.
Absolutely. Yeah, going into it, next game, I can't really say like what kind of adjustments will be made because they're just swinging at each other, and it's just basically like whoever makes contact first will start bleeding. And also to answer your question in the chat, Orax, unfortunately, there isn't a match Reno as of right now. Hopefully the overlords at the WNF crew are working hard at it. But an excellent 5B by Yosuro to really call out the charge 5BB from Caterade. It's getting some more damage
Overall.
on.
Yeah, and overall putting in some mad work on this Kuragane, like killing him off relatively early. Caterade only having Resonance level 1 on deck, so whatever comeback they're going to possibly mount is not going to be backed up by a lot of chip, meter gain, or health regeneration.
I'm surprised that 6P went through the Blood Wheel, and Yosro will be taking game 1 in
Oh,
a
really? Your big
pretty
fan?
healthy fashion.
Yeah, I would agree on that. Like a lot of those hits there at the end that Yosuro got were counter hit. It was just again, Gatorade just not afraid to push those buttons. But unfortunately, yeah, once again, violence not being the answer in that situation. I was very worried with how long that black screen was.
Taking a little bit of time to process because there are 4 apes on the screen. Yeah, look, I'm pretty sure the game is just barely keeping up with how these people are playing, and an excellent 2v by Yoso and playing the corner,
no!
but ooh.
Unfortunate, like literally got hit by probably like one of the last active frames of that DP. So unfortunate because it was properly spaced too.
Oh no, just a little too
Oh
far
my
for that
God.
5B to connect, and Gatorade got away with their life.
Very much so, but yeah, with this DP hit, yeah, that's going to be a dead yank.
Just keep it simple, just DHC, and dear lord, that's doing 13k.
And it is Carmine, front loaded, so I'm not too surprised by the damage, but still, yeah. Nice 2B out of the pressure.
Also just getting a good amount of damage going, but just trying to make something happen, but yeah, things are working out with this throw here. Sure, if you don't think to keep things burst safe as well, and yeah, just they're really pulling this back now, and the life totals are definitely in their favor now.
Say that, but now we've got Resonance level 4. Wow, that was a call out on the EX Ben Sinister. But I was gonna say, yeah, you say that, but there's Resonance level 4 Carmine, a terror in his own right.
Ooh, unfortunate. And Terror, you are correct, and I saw that. I saw what Yoso was trying to do, just trying to call out with an EX Ben Sinister, but just the Blood Wheel was just a little too close for that timeline to happen.
Get ready. Get ready.
Iterate up. I believe that's 2-1 in the set currently.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Still trying to process what happened in game 1, even though we are on game 4. Let's do this. Also playing a little more of a defensive game, and it's working out by just these firecrackers working out, but getting open up low there, and the life totals will definitely even up. Pressure up, trying to keep things honest, but unfortunately not enough hits done for that active switch 214A into Hyde working out. But yeah, Gatorade's Carmine, no pun intended, is bleeding heavily right now.
Alright, good assist hit to punish the whiff. Cross combo activated, keep the pressure going. Probably trying to go, yeah, I was gonna say, probably was trying to go for a fuzzy in the beginning of that there, but still keeping everything like pretty much overhead. Not quite working out how he intended though.
Excellent work applying that freeze frame, not wanting to deal with that Yang 5B and just going immediately into super here. Oh no!
And that's dead.
It's absolutely dead. Just one bad call, and that's going to be it. And you know, Cork's kicking like we're in Tekken here with the DHC. We're going to game 5 here.
That was such a massive happy birthday right there. That's wild. That is wild. Truly a Yang moment.
Honestly, quite incredible. Give me 1 second, I will be right back.
All right, gotcha. Guess in the meantime, it'll be me, solo. But yeah, going into this final game, game 5 of the set. Wonder what the round start's going to be. Is it going to be chaotic? Nope. All right, relatively tame. Yeah. Gatorade getting a little bit of the short end of the stick, but still 4P of the gods from Kuragane. Even though the burst whiffed, still able to get the punish with that funny hitbox from Carmine. So taking Gatorade to the corner. DP from Gatorade, able to shut down whatever pressure Yosuro had cooking up. Shift plays right past the Yang. Yang stuffing out the cross combo, going to be going immediately into super. Probably could have saved the meter, but probably just still didn't want to leave anything to chance in case the combo might have dropped. Still, Carmine looking, I was going to say looking pretty solid on health, but of course, you know, takes his own health to do damage. Cross raid? No, just choosing to go for the health, not wanting to get anything. That is going to hit Carmine. Oh, good call out with the throw on the PB. Going to be killing off the last bit of health from Carmine, and I was going to say now it's a 1v1 situation. Gatorade's got to be careful. There is a potential Astral on deck. Okay. Gatorade choosing not to go for it, but unfortunately, that means we'll be getting hit. Gatorade spending as much meter as he can to finish off the Yang, taking the set 3-2, moving on into winners finals, and we'll be facing off against Chop Suey a bit later.
Yeah, but for now, we will be moving on to the loser side of the bracket, or as far as I know. What do we have up next for that?
Up next, well, one of them's already in here. We will be having Faded Dragon versus Nuclear Taco, once again returning.
Both these players, we're gonna see a lot of airtime. Both of them do play Yosuke, and they are very proficient at it.
I wonder how comfortable they are with the mirror match in terms of Yosuke.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of implications and awareness that, like, maybe some of the more tenured Yosuke players might be aware of. So I'm curious to see how they'll play around each other. So one sec, be right back again.
Got it. Right, but yeah, Faded, Taco. I don't know how often these two have played against each other, so it's hard to say exactly how familiar they are with each other's play styles, because you know everyone plays characters differently. There's not going to be any two players that have the same exact play style, especially again when you take into consideration the difference in teams in this game too. So playstyle might accommodate, you know, certain characters that they have for assist as well. So hard to say, but yeah, we will be seeing just how involved and just how comfortable they are with the mirror matchup that they'll be having. Because I don't imagine these two are going to switch off of Yosuke at all. Right. got the green light. They are gutting into it. And yeah, not switching off. Taco with the Yosuke Susan. And Faded going with Yosuke Platinum that we saw before from both these players, actually. Both been on stream. Huh.
It's still game 1, right?
Yeah, they just started.
Okay, sweet.
I was,
Back just in time.
I was making sure that you got back so that the game would be on screen.
Yeah, it's been on screen.
Ah, okay. My mistake.
I just wanted to make sure, just in case it wasn't going too long. Anyway, game 1.
All right, yeah, just a lot of moonsaults being thrown out here. Oh my god, the reverse hit. I was gonna say, Vaded seemed to be a little bit aware of that hit, being able to catch, but gets hit by the tick throw from Susanoo.
I'll be at the amount of damage on Platinum. What's for breakfast here? Switch. Excellent DP.
Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. That's what's being served up. Oh, is that safe? Yeah.
A little bit of a rude awakening, not exactly working out here, and not going to be quite a dead Susan, but it's going to be very close.
Unfortunately, because of the way that hit, yeah, lost the corner positioning because of that. Probably was banking on it, staying, like, keeping the corner to keep the pressure going on the Susanoo, but I mean, that's in the past. So Yosuke is almost dead. Correction, he is dead.
Not nuclear taco flinching, it's all to solo Susanoo, but we have seen the work they can do, but oh god. Yeah, the 6 feet coming back around to save the day, but not quite a dead character, but now it will.
Faded taking the first game relatively in control of the match for the most part. Whenever Taco was able to get a hit, I mean, it's Susanoo. Any hit that he lands is going to hurt. But outside of that, really, Faded definitely seemed to have a good amount of control in, I guess, both calling out what Taco had, but also just keeping him within his zone to make sure that, you know, whatever option you do, you know, you better be sure it's the right one, or you got to hold this mix or whatever.
Absolutely.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Yeah, excellent spacing by Faded to get a punish on that, but oh my goodness, the Platinum RNG working out and able to get the punish even though they were pretty far away. Faded, you should be doing a 10 point on your favorite gacha. You'll get the character you wanted after seeing that. But a good DP punish works out and going to putting a good amount of hurt on Susanoo as well.
Well, I was gonna say, you know how it be. Your luck can only go so far, right? So, ooh, good. Well, that was a good active swap to both punish the super, get the hit. Unfortunately, was not able to kill the Susanoo before Taco's burst was able to come back, but still, solo Susanoo against a relative, yeah, no, very healthy team from Faded. Oh no! I think he tried to go for the gut punch, but was still holding 2, so wasn't able to get the hit that he wanted. Because he could have killed Yosuke off of that.
Absolutely, but unfortunately, not working out. Maybe a little unfamiliarity, like I mentioned before. Yeah, unfortunately, that cost him the game. Hopefully, Nuclear Taco isn't too phased by this, but it seems like they're definitely struggling to find an answer right now, because definitely they both have been playing Yosuke for quite a while, and I think Fate is just making all the right calls to navigate the mirror as well as possible.
Let's get this party started. I deal with kids all the time at Juness.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
Lend a hand.
Going into it. Having some relatively safe pressure, but Taco drawing the first clean hit with the 5C. The Faded very much calling out whatever option that Taco was going to have on Oki.
Yeah, good amount of damage. Excellent time to. That was a risky time given the invul on Yosuke's switch, but it worked out super well for Liquid Taco right there. But fortunately, getting pieced up in the process and not blocking on wake up, unfortunately, and yeah, just like that, Susanoo is down to about a third of their health now.
I was waiting to see if Taco was going to do a wake up super like sword or anything like that, but yeah, not really doing anything and just giving Faded free reign to do whatever they wanted on the block. And now Yosuke's in a similar position.
Not looking good, and Yosuke will be going down here. It's the same tail and tape. All up to solo Susanoo yet again. Not exactly the best start, but just hopping over, and that should be it for Susanoo here. And Faded taking it 3-0 over Nuclear Taco.
Fortunate. Tried to have some fight in them, but yeah, not quite able to navigate their way as effectively as they wanted to past what Faded was dishing out. Right. Now, I will be right back. I have something to take care of real quick. Hopefully it'll be within a minute.
No worries. And next up, we will be having Yosuro versus Midori. Yosuro, we've already sung their praises for tonight. But Midori, we have not seen them. Actually, I can't recall. My memory is very fuzzy right now. But either way, it's good to see Midori showing up in yet another WNF bracket tonight. I'm actually curious on what team they will be bringing to the table. You have a couple of teams they want to cycle through, or they can cycle through, but what it looks like, at least on the character select, or Kami Hyde. And yeah, this is just one of the few teams that they play in. As mentioned before, they're a very proficient player, just can employ a lot of good strategies and has some very clean neutral from what I've and I do feel, or at least want to believe, that Midori is more of a Oh, this is a surprise. Choosing, depending on, or actually no, this is Team Wukinin, totally not a former Yosuke player, showing up tonight with the new Ragna. So, and with the colors too.
Looks like it could be fun.
Everyone's rocking the Ragna palette tonight. But yeah,
All Yang needs is just some white hair, honestly.
absolutely. But yeah, what do you think of Midori's team here? You like what you see?
I've seen... Oh, God. Oh, that was good. That was good. Got a flawless way of putting that in. All right, but yeah, no, I've seen this team from Mito before. Very much proficient with. Well, I say he's proficient with it, and then he drops the combo right there. But no, he definitely has a handle on what to do with this team. For my experiences playing with it.
Yeah, looking very clean with the Narakami, especially with the Narakami on the side. Like, as soon as I say that, that happens. But yeah, moving forward here, Just Midori trying to keep the defense up, and Sheriff, you don't think, not exactly working out, and this is Midori's time to get some of offense going. I don't believe they'll have enough time to get a second meter, but and for an Oki situation,
Unfortunately,
perhaps.
Probably tried to go for a safe jump, but unfortunately, didn't get it. Gauntlet Hades, once again, the best move. Oh no! I was gonna say best move in the game, but unfortunately, the EX Blood Scythe whiffing, and both the burst and the Blood Scythe whiffing, but unfortunately, not able to kill, or have the opportunity to. What? Why?
I wish I knew. But yeah, Midori looking very good in this set. It looked like a little bit of a struggle at the beginning, but an excellent anti-air working out for them. No need for cross combo. What's for breakfast? Couple lows. We're getting blocked, but
that could have been bad. That could have been really bad for me, though. All right, gets the throw. Not quite gonna be enough to kill. Oh wait, no.
Maybe they extend the combo just enough. Oh no!
Oh, if he did Nightmare Edge, I think he would have been able to extend it just enough to get the cross combo there.
Yeah, absolutely. Keeping the pressure up this time. Try to get ready for a Gauntlet Hades or something. Maybe a phone steal. I don't expect it from Mito, but I would love to see it.
He's waiting. Oh no! The 5B killing off the Ragnar. I mean, okay, that is bad, but Yosuro literally just has to hit him with. Oh, I saw the 2A starting to come out. I was literally gonna say he just has to hit him with like a 2A, just anything.
Yeah, it's just one tap situation. Honestly, like, as long as Yosuro gets a half decent starter, like, it'll be a one-touch situation for both sides. But the rest is the JC.
Ah, that's so unfortunate because he got the first overhead hit. So if he was a little bit more aware, he would have been able to convert off of that and kill. But, well, potentially kill, I should say. But just heartbreaker, you hate to see it.
Yeah, unfortunately, we do not live in that timeline. And in the beginning of that game, Yosuro was looking really good, but Midori was just able to weather the storm that is Yosuro's craziness and able to take the game one in this set.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Let's see how things work out, because we did see some signs of life from Yosuro there at the end. So let's see if he can sort of have that happen. I was gonna say earlier in the match, but that DP is not doing him any favors. All right, Ragnar safe jump. Yep. Oh, unfortunate. Yeah, that's how that works sometimes. If it hits an assist prior, it doesn't exactly win.
Yeah, I could have
Very
sworn
unfortunate.
I could have sworn that would have won, just provided of how much invul that it has.
If it was Devoured by Darkness, it would have won.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
But why would you do Devoured by Darkness, like in that situation? Regardless, though, Yosuro, I was gonna say, yeah, able to find some good points to both DP and just like kind of like press buttons out of the pressure that Midori is having. Gets the active swap, going to be killing off the Ragnar, and okay, I thought Ragnar was gonna fall out there. Going to be killing off the Ragnar, leaving it up to solo Narukami. I'm not quite sure what Midori was mashing in that situation. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe he was trying to super.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't pin Midori for doing a raw super in that situation, if I'm completely honest.
Still, I can't think of many things that it would be in that situation otherwise. But regardless, yeah, Yosuro getting the hit, killing off the Narukami, tying it up 1-1.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight. Let's go.
It's also far just went up and
I'm
get
sorry.
hit. Huh.
What was his plan? What was he cooking?
What? Oh, going for the burst safe route. Getting put into the corner. Ah, gosh. You know, Midori isn't SoCal, but every time I see someone do a 2A into throw, I just feel it in my loins that the phone steal is
Oh.
coming.
Oh yeah, you feel it deep in there, huh?
Oh, I love that. But
Oh my god. Okay, we need to stop. We need to get back to the match. Okay. Whatever the case may be, trying to do the grab on Wake Up, but unfortunately Yang's semblance activation showing Yosoro what was going to be happening. And Wake Up super, hitting both, ended up getting a lot more hits in to kill off the Ragnar too. Oh my god.
yeah, that are you sure that's not Midori playing? I think that was a Wuken in there for a second.
I feel like that might have been hit, just the spirit of a Wu possessing him real quick right there.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, gets the grab. Killing off the hide. Life total is pretty much even for both these characters.
It's gonna be the start of something beautiful for Midori, and yeah, getting a really solid start here. A little bit of fancy combo. What's for breakfast? Oh, not quite on the 5-8 connecting after that 226C. And yeah, and Yosoro's still in this, but
I was gonna say, sir, you are ballsy throwing mids against this character.
yeah. Now, one last chance for both characters, and
Really banking on Midori pressing something on that grab whiff. Really banked on that, betting it all. Unfortunately, you're not playing Narukami, so you know you don't have big gamble.
yeah, and if there's one thing that I feel like that could be relied on, is that even in tense situations like that, Midori has shown a lot of signs of willingness to be patient. And it definitely worked out for them with that game too. And I can actually won the round start. I did see that 5B coming up. I guess it was just a little too late for Yang's armor to activate.
I guess so. Keeping the pressure going, doesn't quite bait out the burst, but still has forced the burst situation to happen.
Went up low, but unfortunately not a full combo. Yeah, just trying to employ some neutral right now, and not really a lot of solid openings.
Best move in the game. Unfortunately, it is blocked and punished accordingly. And Yosoro kind of starting to bring things back to even ground.
Yeah, life totals are about even, but but Mito matching out the situation, tried to get some things going, but Yosoro just capitalizing on that punish, trying to bait a burst, but no dice.
Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes what? Probably anticipated a DHC there. I guess Mito's not the kind of person to really do that often, though.
Trying to scramble. Good attempt on the 5EB, but the burst coming out a little too soon, and that should be a bad hide for their trouble. Mito, steal a phone. Totally not recommending anything for you to do something stupid, but steal a phone.
Yeah, totally not recommending you to potentially throw the match.
Went close for it. I looked a little close there, but Yosoro fighting for their life here. With a bleeding Ragna, you in the back still bleeding, but I feel like with any combo in Resonance, it will spell doom for Yosoro, but as long as Mito doesn't stop this combo, it should be it.
Should be, yeah. Yep, gets the hit, just DHC immediately, kill off the character, and yeah, Mito taking the set 3-1. And a very good set, a very, like, I would say back and forth, but also just like, I don't know, it seemed like there was a lot of back and forth, and there was a lot of like comeback situations that happened in that really made for just an interesting set to watch between these two.
Absolutely. But Fortunately, Yosura will be bowing out here, and Vito will be moving on to the semis, where they will fight No Faith Scrub or Faded Dragon. That looks like that will be our next match.
The Faith Scrub be sticking with the walled Jubei, or move to something different?
I don't think he has much of a reason to switch. As I mentioned earlier, is that when he usually has a new team, he usually likes to stick with because especially with learning and figuring out a new team, like the present is the best time to figure out what could be going on. And if you really want to learn the team, you got to go through roll with all the punches, that especially with like that overwhelming feeling of like, man, if I had my main team, this would be a sweep or something like this. That's definitely happened to me several times in the past.
Yeah, I can respect it. I've lately as well. I've been entering brackets with. I want to say it's a side team, but it's really a main team at this point, quite honestly, of Ragnamika. For the most part, like I've just been like, okay, I'm going to stick with this team unless it's really just a do or die situation. And yeah, so I understand that kind of mindset of different team that you don't normally see, but just choosing to stick to your guns essentially.
Oh, and the excellent coverage by that Platinum 4P, and Scrub was ready for the punish on the V slash and actually got it, but just that 4P just so big, just big enough to cover Yosuke, and yeah, just the tides are turning in Vita's favor so much right now.
Jubei almost dead. Waldstein taking some damage now because of that burst punish. Faded, yeah, very much has a solid lead currently in this match. But Scrub able to find some way out of it. Oh goodness, I thought Jubei was stuck in that.
Thankfully working out pretty well for Faded so far. We're getting put in a sandwich situation and immediately into super. Won't be dead, but Waldstein will be bleeding pretty badly. Excellent defense by Scrub. Yeah, using the EX version to put Platinum in the corner as well. It's pseudo safe right there with the fur ball. Yeah, it's just a little bit of an awkward scramble right now. Another sandwich situation for Faded here.
Active swap to get out of anything potentially threatening from that from those cat paws, but yeah, Scrub getting the hit and going to be putting Faded in a precarious situation. That was a good block, but oh, unfortunately, the DP not working out as well as they hoped. Hitting the Jubei, but the active swap coming in. And yeah, Yosuke going down.
Solves a solo Platinum, but this is definitely doable. Level 4 Resonance, but getting put in the sandwich situation isn't the best look. But backwards hitbox working out so well.
And you're right, with the amount of luck that Faded has, I think, yeah, they do need to start playing a gotcha.
You still play Blue Archive? This might be a good time.
I don't know, man. With the way this is ending, probably should save your rolls for the next one.
Good one. That was really clean. Holy shit.
I'm on a tear tonight. Okay.
No Face Scrub. Going up game 1 in this set here. It had a lot of good showings in Signs of Light, but just was unfortunately able to clutch it. I think one of the nails in the coffin was definitely losing to Yosuke very early on. I definitely feel like between the two characters to have solo, Faded would most likely. I would like to at least assume that Faded would prefer to have Yosuke with the Resonance.
Absolutely, because as much of that he wants to represent Platinum, I think the way that her kit works is Yeah, more suited to being either the assist or still have an assist present. Because of course there's a lot of things that are somewhat drawbacks with her solo. But Yosuke on the other hand, like overall pretty solid character. Like especially to have as an anchor, just because of the threat of his mix-ups and also the way that he can have his pressure going. But that besides the point, that's not what's happening now. What's happening now was the happy birthday that Scrub just pulled off.
Good cheeky little cross up there, and I've seen already at half of their health is gone, so yeah, working out super well. Another sound situation coming in.
Defense, good defense. Yeah, DP's out too. Very solid from Scrub in that situation. Oh no. Okay, could have been worse. Could have been a full happy birthday, but still only getting some damage off on the assist, really. Good. Man, both these players are just blocking so well. Well, of course I say that and then they get hit, but you know what I mean.
That was his opening on this. Essentially was a whiff punish, but unfortunately drop combo will be taken advantage of by Faded here. Scrub just has to put the defense up, cross combo. Not flinching at all. Excellent work, just being able to weather the entirety of that cross combo.
Scrub putting a little bit of a stop sign on things with the cross combo activation, kind of like forcing Faded to not really be too ham on offense. Oh no, we saw this before. Oh, we've seen this before with the active swap off the DP. And once again, Yosuke going down, solo platinum, but off of this throw, it's...
I think this is it.
I think this is dead. Yeah, no, this is... If this doesn't drop, this should be dead.
And getting as much damage as possible with the command grab super into the solo target DHC, that's definitely dead. And Scrub going up 2 games in this set.
That was very clean, though, with the punish from that. Able to get the damage that he needed off of it. Oh, man. Just so unfortunate that we've seen this happen twice to Yosuke as well. Just the DP, but unfortunately, the cross combo activation happening during the startup of it. So Scrub is able to really see, oh, this is what's happening. All right, I definitely have enough time to active swap before that hits me and just get what I want for free out of it.
Even though it's happened twice, hopefully Faded isn't 1000% or isn't super phased by it and is able to stay solid and hopefully get a couple games on the board here, because this is their last chance to stay alive in this tournament for tonight.
Stand aside. This is too much for your tiny frame to take. Well, I guess I'm used to being underestimated.
Can't escape from crossing
Game 3 here.
Fight.
I think it's a situation, but I'd imagine they got a little crossed up there just because of usually the cap pause have you end up on the side, but anti-air 5C working out so well. Excellent work, just swatting out the 6P in the back there, and Scrub just putting the pressure up, and the pressure is relentless right now. In a Samus situation to try and turn the tides around, but good DP just barely hitting and working out so well for Scrub. Trying to keep some pressure up, but not really working out super well.
Alright, good hit with the moonsaults. It's wild how much damage he gets off of this.
Not fair.
Nah, he needs it, he needs it.
Yeah, sure.
Alright. Sandwich situation though, really, it really comes out of it not as worse as he could have been. Like, made off like a bandit with just the hits that Scrub took, but good tech on the throw. Yosuke not looking too good. I was gonna say, yeah, if you want to avoid another situation like we've seen previously, you got to get him out of there.
The anti-air 5B working out super well, better than Celica's.
Ooh. I could feel the pain behind that statement.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, the 4P working out. Thankfully, it won't be a dead Juve, but it'll be very close. But yeah, that should be a dead Juve with that unfortunate assist call and getting a little bit of damage on a solo Waltz team. It's a pretty healthy Yosuke Platinum, but did I say healthy Yosuke?
If he did air command grab there and called out the jump, that would have been hype.
Absolutely.
But
Unfortunately, Freebird is not playing.
Oh my god! The EX Swallow Moon actually calling out the potential anti-air that Scrub had there. And, oh, this is, yeah, just enough to kill. Faded having some signs of life and putting one on the board.
Yeah, good showing. Just able to navigate some of the chaos that Scrub likes to employ and just getting a dub on the board.
That EX Swallow Moon was really good awareness from Faded, though.
I deal with
Oh,
kids
yeah.
all the time at Junes.
I am curious to see on whether or not Scrub could this could be a significant momentum shift in Faded's favor, but I want to see if Scrub can weather the storm that is.
And did you say it's provoking something as well?
Absolutely.
Okay. I mean, it is clear skies on this map, so I can't say that there's black clouds, but I mean, there can only be one winner, so that's definitely some kind of isolation.
No, but there's two players, so there's definitely. I don't think anyone's going to be going home alone this time around. Yeah.
Anyways,
Getting the overhead, getting the low, but yeah, just baiting the burst as well, and Faded starting to look pretty unstoppable right about now.
definitely keeping the pressure on, but yeah, Scrub finding a good spot to DP, get some kind of breathing room. Oh, okay. I think he got crossed up, because I think that might have been, that probably was supposed to be Garudai.
Yeah, it's a good time to burst. You know, just get the platinum out, keep them safe, and you know, you still have a very healthy Yosuke to on the side. But
My
oh,
God. From the heavens! Oh, with the V slash, and unfortunately not able to actually finish off the combo off that DP whiff.
And Scrub's defense is crumbling a little bit. This isn't looking super great and unfortunate right there.
Absolutely, yeah, just killing off the Jube and Faded, bringing this back, a potential reverse sweep situation. We're gonna stick with it. Yep, gonna stick with it. Saying I'm sticking to my guns. Either you know you take out this team, or I'm moving on. Like, you know, I'm not faltering.
I will stand my ground. Scrub is.
Basically.
Yeah, I'm just.
I deal with kids
It's. It is not a great look for Scrub. You know, just Faded being able to take both of those games pretty convincingly. It's, there's a lot of moments where Scrub did flinch in that last game. For his sake, I hope it doesn't affect him so too much.
I think that would be the case necessarily, but we'll have to see. Because it looks like Faded is starting to get a little bit more comfortable with this matchup, especially with that. Oh man, that corner steal was disgusting. Keeping the pressure on. Yep, getting the hit.
Looks like they expected to active switch right there, but just probably I think they missed the window, so it worked out in Faded's favor regardless. And the RNG working out. Yeah, you know, you might as well just do a single pull after this tournament. It's not gonna lie. And Faded just keeping up the pressure so well, and yeah, waking up and choosing violence, and honestly, they're gonna have enough time to build up cross meter, and that should be a dead Juve if it doesn't drop. You know, yeah, that's my fault.
Unfortunate. Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, no! Just a little bit too slow off of that, and going to be getting punished for it.
That might be
Oh,
dead.
man.
Oh, no, wait, never mind.
Oh, no. There's... Yeah, I was gonna say, even with the cross combo activation... Oh, jeez. Oh, no!
Not
Oh,
quite.
no punish either! Oh, that could have been good for... Man, that could have gone so many different ways. Oh, jeez.
Unfortunately for either player, we do not live in either of those timelines, and Scrub just trying to keep the pressure up and opening up with a low, but unfortunately, not getting the JB on the air backdash, unfortunately. Still keeping the pressure up. Now it's Faded's turn to get something started.
Life totals are very much even in this situation now, as well as resources at this point, actually. Neither of them having too much. Oh, wow. Tried to push something on the wake up, but unfortunately didn't have the potential to do it. Reverse hitbox coming in clutch for Juve.
Yeah, just trying to keep the more healthy character in, and counter hit JA, but unfortunately just grazed them slightly, so not really working out. Trying to bait a throw, but Faded staying extremely consistent on the pressure, and will be losing platinum for that air-to-air JB.
I was gonna say before it happened, I don't know if I agree with doing the cross combo, bringing out the Yosuke, but now, yeah, do or die. Gotta do something here. Oh, good DP to avoid the potential hit from there.
Just trying to back off, just you know, you don't have to do much. You can just Scrub can just hang out for now, but getting caught by the cat paws, but just a little too far, and the JB air works out, and Scrub will be weathering that storm and taking it 3-2 over Faded.
Very much a nail-biter situation for both players. Can't imagine what was going through their minds and their their thought process behind what was going on. But yeah, just little hits here and there, just adding more tension. But unfortunately for Faded, he will be going down. Scrub will be moving on into losers semis to fight Midori. Good stuff. That was a good set. That was a fantastic set. I mean, I know I say that all the time, but that was definitely one for the books.
And Scrub, especially in that last game, took full control of that. We will be taking a quick break from the loser side of the bracket, moving back up into winners finals with Gatorade versus Chop Suey.
It is indeed correct. And, you know, Chop, we've seen from his brief appearance earlier in the stream and the bracket, very much no worse for wear. Shook off like pretty much whatever rust he may have had last night, and definitely seems to be running hot in this bracket today. Gatorade, of course, always a threat, no matter what team he's playing. But yeah, sticking with the Carmine Hurricane, and we'll have to see how these two square up.
Looking pretty good for Gatorade so far, just keeping the aggression up and not let Chop Suey get that kind of like runaway playstyle that they like to employ before the offense. And I just both Force P's coming out and whipping both of them.
I did like both of the 4Ps happening at the same time. That was pretty nice. But Gatorade getting the clean hit on Chie, going to be taking her out. And Chop, we've seen the Chie comebacks from Chop a lot in the past, but that isn't to say that his EZOA can't measure up as well. Unfortunately, not a good start. Yeah.
Absolutely. But yeah, I'd say that Wake Up Grab is going to be a good start, and the Air Dash, or the Command Dash JA is going to be working out for them as well. And Even though, as you mentioned before, like, you know, Chop Suey does have a lot of good comeback potential with Chie, but his Izuyoi, I feel like, is like the character that we primarily know them for, and they have put in a lot of work on a solo comeback, but that's definitely not going to happen in this first game.
Get ready, ready.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'd say you had it on the money with Haterade not really letting Chop get a lot of the game plan that we've seen from him before, which is kind of like be, you know, a little bit annoying with the Izuyoi, like kind of like poking things out with like either some long-reaching moves or like projectiles, while also bringing out the Chie to cause a potential sandwich. But yeah, we weren't able to see a lot of that from Chop purely because of how Cade was able to kind of restrict the space.
Fortunate draw, but yeah, Katori just doing their best to keep the pressure up as much as possible. Unfortunately, a little too far for the Phantom Pain to connect in. This is Chop Suey's trying to get a couple things started. What?
Oh my god, he was confident in that hitting.
He was so ready for it. But unfortunately getting opened up with a grab right there. Getting put back in the corner, and this is Chop Suey's turn to get things started.
Might be putting Furigane in this dangerous situation. Oh, tried to probably bait out a burst? Where is Chie going? What is happening?
Excellent presence of mind by Katori to just keep the combo going there as well, but yeah, getting sniped out with the enemy AC 130 above. Not getting a full combo, unfortunately, and it's not looking good, but actually confirmed by Chop Suey and able to take the Carmine down. It's all the solo Naoto now.
Oh, shift sways past it, unfortunately. Yeah, still putting himself into a sandwich situation because of it, unfortunately, and going to be paying the price. Chop bouncing back with a game of their own, tying it up 1-1.
No, neither side is really like giving an inch in terms of what they're willing to reveal, and it's basically just like if I get started, it's going to be a steamroll. If you get started, it's going to be a steamroll, and they're both just trying to mitigate each other from so.
Thus, we're just seeing so many scraps happening all throughout these matches.
You ready to drown in a sea of blood? Chill, man. Give yourself a
Yeah. I feel like in the same vein that we've been talking about Scrub, like I feel like Caterade is pretty content and wants to stick with whatever team of the night that they haven't. Oh no.
I think arguably this is worse.
Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't quite. Okay, keeping up the defense. Oh boy. Oh boy. Catches the air dash. Yeah, not quite. Yeah, Invul not quite going to be able to come in for Chie there. Swapping into the Izuyoi, letting Chie heal some in the back, but also bringing in the healthier character.
Yeah. A good DP from Cade, just working out super well. But yeah, still playing like a really awkward scramble situation, and that max range confirmed. Excellent work by Caterade just to keep the pressure up. Easily in the corner, but Naoto K is bleeding here. Trying to keep the pressure as much as possible. Active switch works out, but just trying to keep the pressure up. But Chop Suey is just really insistent and put Cade in the sandwich situation their own, but getting opened up with a low, unfortunately.
Yeah, having to hold whatever mix up. Oh no, okay, Pinwheel's not quite letting Chop get anything going there, and also the throw bait as well, really working out for Caterade.
Trying to keep the pressure up, trying to make the most out of this resonance, and resonance is up, but it's still definitely doable, but Chop Suey is not going to make it easy. Just trying to employ that.
He just ran up and grabbed. He's a Kai player. Oh, okay, that could have been potentially bad off of that whiff. 5C.
Excellent backdash, but it gets caught by the 5B, and Chop Suey will be taking their second game here.
I will not lose.
I gotta say, it's like you really can't count either of these players out, almost no matter what the deficit is, because we've just been seeing just some really good comeback potential from them.
Absolutely. And all the games that we've seen so far, none of them have been like a complete blowout on either side. Just both of them really just trying to find their footing and take a mile.
Chill, man. You'll give yourself anemia.
Oh yeah, absolutely, I agree.
Forget the warm-up. Now let's do this. Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Yeah, as per usual. The only way that it's popping up in my head is that Chop Suey is employing the Rat Jam game where they're just playing very defensively at the beginning of the match and just trying to let Caterade essentially like run into the wall, but Caterade getting a good amount of damage right off the bat.
Oh, there was the active swap animation that happened there for Caterade. It just unfortunately didn't come out. But calls out the projectile with the Phantom Pain anti-air.
Yeah, good DP, choosing violence each time, but not working out. And not a punish, but working out at the JB. Try to read an active switch, but getting thrown instead, unfortunately. And this is Chop Suey's chance to get a couple things started. And actually, I think that's different.
No, not quite.
But now
Well,
it's a
that
dead
is
card,
then.
man. But this is Catorade's character, but just getting kicked in the face with a 5A, and I think, yeah, that's definitely it. As long as Chop doesn't drop his combo.
I believe. I believe, yeah. Going to be taking the set in a 3-1 fashion. And Chop moving on into Grand Finals.
Excellent work. What? The battle isn't over yet, but it is one hell of a statement to come back after a while, and you know, see yourself in the winner's side of Grand Finals of all. But going back down to the loser semi side, we will be seeing who will join Caterade in losers finals between Yo Faith Scrubbing.
Yep, they're just going to be going right into it. Mito choosing to go with the Narukami Hyde instead of Ragna. I can kind of understand why. Narukami Hyde is definitely one of the main teams that we've seen from them. The other one being, I believe it's Weiss Hyde. Yeah, Weiss Hyde as well. So probably more of a comfort pick going into this against Scrub, especially.
And the thing is too, like, you know, obviously we know Scrub for their Ragnar Ruby, so it's kind of like, do you really want to pick a character that you're not too familiar with against arguably one of the best Ragnars in the world? So they would definitely know all the tips and the ins and outs of the character. I don't blame them at all for going for this comfort pick.
Absolutely. But regardless, so far not looking very good for Mito. Wow, he's dead. Barely even got a chance.
2B from the heavens working out, and Mito popping an early resonance, but yeah, this is safe and you'll get a combo after this. Yeah, you gotta be ready for it. And that's a little trick that Scrub likes to employ, and what's also super messed up about the situation is that like Scrub is plus after that as well. But yeah, looks like this game one will be cleanly going over to Yo Faith Scrub, and yeah, that was rough. Yeah, just a lot of unfamiliarity and not very prepared for a lot of things on Midori's side. And to be completely fair, aside from Scrub, I don't think I've ever seen anyone play this team as, like, at the very least, as proficient as they are. It's just, you're treading into new ground blindfolded through a sandstorm, and your fingers are numb from the frostbite. So all I can really say is Godspeed, and I hope I hope you can prepare for whatever's ahead of you.
I came in just back into some poetry.
I try my best sometimes.
Oh man, but yeah, looking a little bit of a better start, yeah, compared to what we saw in the last game. But oh well, you know, with the JC being blocked, not quite what you want to see happen, but still getting some good damage on the Waldstein, bleeding out, and having to force the burst.
And Mito looking a lot better, but Scrub is unfazed by the offense that Mito has employed so far, and getting a good combo of their own so far. Swatted out of the air by the 5P, and that should be it for Hyde.
Oh, yeah, that's dead.
And just, this is what happened kind of last game as well, where like Midori lost a character like pretty early on and had to leave it up to one character, unfortunately. And it's not looking great so far.
Really isn't, yeah. Oh, but good 4A to get out of that pressure situation. Yeah, going to be making the most of the meter that they have, get some good damage on the board, and get back this, well, I was going to say get back some corner positioning, but unfortunately, Scrub finding a way out.
Quite dead, but it's going to be one touch situation. What will it be? But good confirm, but a little too far for the oh, what was that move? Well, whatever it is, unfortunately a little too far to connect, and Scrub up 2-0 in this set.
Get ready.
Yeah, Mito choosing to stick with the team. I honestly kind of somewhat expected the Weiss to come out, since it is like a potential last situation that he would have.
I feel like compared to the teams that like this team that he plays and the Y side, I definitely feel like this is a more stable team.
No,
So
I agree. I agree.
I don't blame him for sticking with it. Excellent anti-air, trying to get some offense going.
It's the corner going to be cross comboing to keep the pressure. The double overhead, the triple overhead, not quite. Yeah, going to be enough to kill.
Oh,
Raw tag.
No. Yeah, was expecting to just like put some pressure on, but just the same thing as last time. Mito will be losing a character really early on. It's all up to solo Hyde, but to their benefit, Jubei is bleeding, but I doubt Scrub will find a reason to bring.
It's not over yet.
2B, stuff out whatever air option that Scrub might have had cooking up. I mean, but still, it's just, I mean, I don't know. Hyde is still at pretty much full light. Oh no. Okay. A little bit too close with the Jubei to avoid the DP with the active swap, but that's been getting Mito every time. The backdash into the low kick.
Gotta get some more pressure going. Yeah, bleeding wall, but unfortunately miscalculated on the DP and gonna get a solid punish on it.
It was, whoa, that looked weird. But it was only a 2A starter, so it could have been a lot worse.
I don't like Mito playing with fire. Yeah, it needs to pop resonance, and that was probably the best time to do it. When it's a dash, no, unfortunately, and Mito didn't tech out, and will be bowing out here in the loser semis.
Jubei, Waldstein, win.
Unfortunate. Yeah, just wasn't really able to get. Yeah, just a lot going. Like especially like once the character, like a character died, it really was just a, seemed like a struggle for Mito to get back the momentum after that.
Yeah. Excellent work by Mito, but we will be moving forward. And Bob will be back on board into the losers finals against Gatorade. But yeah, we will be getting right into it. No face scrub versus Gatorade. No switches on either team, on either side really. I feel like the name of the game at this point is just sticking with their guns at this point.
I mean, I don't blame them. It's been working out for both of them so far.
And Chop Suey just watching from the winner side throne, seeing who, which soul will step up to the challenge.
It's funny because these two players that we have been playing like these teams and sticking with them, and the person that knocked them both into losers is sitting in grands.
Yeah, they're sitting pretty just looking at it like, yeah, I've already got a piece of both of you. Now who wants it again?
Yeah, it's looking like Gatorade is chomping at the bit and getting a solid start. Oh boy, I was gonna say unfortunately with that 5C, but
Bit off a little more than they could chew right there in that situation. But Gatorade isn't too phased by it, just moving forward, but just getting caught right there. A little too far for a full combo there from Malt's team. Trying to keep some pressure up here.
oh man, that air dash JC was dirty.
They're keeping the pressure up. Life total's leaving it quite a bit.
I didn't even see the Kuragane come out. Oh my goodness, okay. Wasn't able to fully get the hit. Oh, okay. Get the hit off the 4P. Tried to go for an anti-air, but unfortunately, yeah, was not able to catch the Jubei.
Excellent Phantom Pain to hopefully bring Gatorade back in the game. Zones pop maybe soon. Still pretty healthy, so I'd say probably next combo that you get hit by should do it, or right here.
If they even get the chance. Oh, unfortunate. I was very surprised by the drop, and I think Gatorade wasn't expecting it either.
Yeah, and Scrub going up game 1 in this set. Pretty hungry for that run back against Chop Suey. Now, if Scrub was a gacha player, I would tell him to do a 10 pull. But, as insane as Scrub is at this game, they're at least sane by not playing any gacha in the first. Honestly,
I'd say he's much better off for it.
oh, absolutely.
Don't do gachas, kids.
Don't do gachas. I say this as I'm playing like 3 in a row right now.
Yeah, I speak from experience.
Don't play gachas unless it's Arc Knights. Even then, gachas still suck.
True.
But anyway, game 2 here, getting sniped out, enemy AC 130 above, and an early burst just to not take as much damage as possible.
Yeah, you keep talking about the AC 130 above, but I don't know. It looks like Scrub might have the EMP.
Look,
With that DP. Oh no! Okay, getting the hit off of both characters. Unfortunately, not a full happy birthday, but still getting some good damage, good burst as well.
Gatorade keeping the pressure up. The life totals are like pretty close to each other, and like no one's gotten a really solid hit up until right now.
That
Try to-
backdash into the kick. That backdash into the kick has been getting everybody.
Oh yeah, and because just that general property of like whenever Jubei does a backdash, he gets like that. Like any of his moves basically just gain an extra mile, just because of how that works. But unfortunately, drop combo, trying to keep the pressure up. Excellent throw break by Scrub, but not working out. Good DP, just back and forth firing.
Being a little too trigger happy with the EX records. And yeah, Scrub smart with the EX air grab to get the corner positioning back. Yeah, it's a dead Kurogane.
Looking to create another Sam situation. Are you ready for this? And he absolutely is. There's a lot of like really awkward.
How did the Jubei assist not hit Carmine?
Wish I knew. Oh, unfortunate. Caterham will be getting put back into the corner, and yeah, you gotta hold on for your dear life because this is your last chance in this game. And good DP.
Owen puts Baby in a corner. Oh yeah. Oh no! Unfortunately, could not get the life off of the A auto combo enter. Unfortunate, but still, I was gonna say like a potential one-hit situation, but there's a lot of life that Scrub is regaining thanks to this passive health gain. I don't think this is enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trying to keep it up and.
Oh my god!
Don't touch me there.
I want to see. I want to go back and see if I can find out just what Scrub was pressing in that situation. Like, how much was he mashing? I'm saving that replay so I can go back to that later.
I'll do the same
I
just
wanna
in case
see.
if we have a VOD review.
I want to see just that button just rapid fire, like blinking on the display when I go back to see it. If it's not doing that, I will be disappointed.
Look, we're getting Scrub is employing the mix not only on Caterade but us commentators because he typed I'm mashing, but then he said it was one hit. I swear it wasn't a mash. Which one is it, Scrub? You're gonna tell me to block low, I'm
50-50.
blocking high.
Stand aside. This is too much.
Well, you know, you already subjected yourself to blocking. He just threw you.
Underestimated.
Oh god. Someone told me there's a third layer to this.
Chill, man. Don't give yourself anemia.
But all things considered, hopefully Caterade is able to stabilize things a little bit because there's a lot of awkward moments with the Carmine, and you know, needless to say that the Naruto kid is doing fine, but just there's a couple moments where the Carmine is in the struggle department a little bit, and just a lot of things aren't exactly working. Excellent defense by not excellent defense by Scrub so far.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Still able to get the hit on the Waldstein. And yeah, going to be... Oh, calling out the jump with the anti-air grab. Oh, but the Waldstein still coming in with the assist.
Yeah, waking up and choosing violence, and Caterade able to get some aggression on their side. Some good work so far. Sandwich situation, but DP. No active switch, unfortunately. But another wake up and choose violence, and a little too early on that 2B, unfortunately.
Oh, that's a dead character. I was really worried, actually, that the super was just barely going to miss, but I think he did it just quick enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, solo Carmine, Res level 4. It's, oh my god, what happened there? It is doable, but it is still, well, I was gonna say it's doable, but especially not with that. Yeah, there's
Oh,
no
that's
drop.
dead.
That's dead. I gotta say, I was very satisfied with seeing the damage saying 9999 before the super happened.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That was so satisfying. But with that combo finishing up, Scrub will be taking the set 3-0 over Caterade. And we'll be moving on into grand finals to fight Chop Suey, getting the run back from winter semis.
I imagine Scrub is riding pretty high right now, especially with the 3-0 against, you know, someone to the caliber of Caterade. But your fight's not over yet, boss. You still have the person that sent you to loser standing in your way.
I wonder if he's going to, like I said before, after that set ended with Chop, I wonder if he's going to stick with this team. Because we saw how it ended up, especially whenever it was a solo Waldstein against the Chie Izuyoi. It was not fun.
I'd imagine he'd stick with it. I don't see too much of a reason for Scrub to change things up, especially with the overall underlying theme of, hey, I want to stick with this team and figure it out and run it through the. But we'll see. Maybe they'll pull a fast one and say, oh, you know, I'm just gonna pretend like one of my characters got Astral and this is the big 8. Time to bring out the Ragnar Ruby.
It could very well do that. That is an option that he has.
But I will say this. I doubt it. But I like to be wrong.
It would make things interesting. But it looks like he's sticking with his guns. Looks like he's readying up with the Jubei Waldstein. And, yeah, well, I don't see any reason for Chop to switch.
At the very least, if there's if Chop Suey gets put in a situation, he has two things going. He has the fact that he's in winter sight, so he can at the very least give up 3. Go through the bracket reset. But also, he does have a very proficient Chie Ruby if the Chie Izuyoi does not work. See if Scrub can make any adjustments to Weather the Storm that is Chop Suey, who is currently riding high, sitting in this winner's final. Or winner side of the Grand.
All right. Let's see it in action.
Let's rock. Wrong game.
Please stand down.
Oh no.
Wish to fight you.
Scrub put in the WNF chat. He's listening to the Freebird solo.
Uh-oh.
He has power.
He's pulling out all the stops and getting stuffed out on that JB right there, and Scrub. We can definitely see the power of Freebird coming in right now. The DP trying to scramble around, but getting sniped out there. No landing punish. Yeah, Scrub doesn't play M-Bond. It's alright. Good air air by Chop Suey, and just putting Scrub in these really scrambly situations. But yeah, Jubei is bleeding just after like 2 sequences. Oh, unfortunate.
Baits out the DP. Yep. And yeah, going to be a dead character.
Excellent work by Scrub, taking out this Izuyoi right off the bat. It's looking pretty good for Scrub right now. Excellent combo. Great sense of awareness, and Just keeping the pressure up and baiting the DP as well. I don't believe this will be it, but it'll be pretty close to that. Not quite.
Didn't quite get the cross combo either. But yeah, with that counter hit, not quite dead either. I'm surprised.
Don't go that time. Trying to keep the pressure up. I know Chop Suey wants meteors and is denied it. No meatballs tonight for dinner. And Scrub taking game 1 in this grand final.
You're quite the trickster.
What an opener to this grand final set. That was just game 1.
And as Scrub is saying, it is we are definitely seeing the power of Freebird at play here.
Get ready.
Like I said, he's pulling out all the stops. He has attained true power. I also I don't know why it took me this long to notice what his title card said.
Look, Secret Santas go crazy.
Oh my god.
Stand aside.
I mean, shoot, just as Glinty, but anyway.
We cannot disclose anything of that nature.
Look, it's alright. There will be some lore implications in the future that maybe people will understand. But for now, we have to make sense and understand what the hell is happening in this Game 2 of this Grand Finals.
What's definitely happening is Chop taking first blood and having the advantageous positioning. But unfortunately, yeah, not quite able to punish the burst. Jay getting swatted out of the air. Oh, man.
It's really interesting too because not only did Scrub swat out the Chie, but also the projectile that Ezero was blasting, but fortunately not going to matter too much. Jubei is going down here. And it'll be all up to Solo Wall. It's the name of the game. Will the power of Freebird carry him to another victory in this grand final set?
I mean, I'm also listening to it as well, very quietly in the background to get an idea of, okay, how far in is he and how much time does he have left? But currently, seems like he still has, at the very least, another minute, but I don't think it's going to come into effect any longer for this round. Unfortunate.
Like a supercharged V8. I think he burned out too much gas in that first game.
Oh, that's a deep cut.
But hopefully it doesn't phase him. Hopefully he can switch things up a little bit and stay strong. It's only the third game of the set, and they both have one game on the board.
Stand aside. This is too much for your tiny frame to take.
You know, maybe Scrub could be refueling by having that on loop. Who knows?
Reminds me of the old days.
100% believe it.
Can't escape from cross.
It's got you this far. Let's see if it can take you all the way home.
Oh my god, wow. Going all over the place. Landing a clean hit on the Chie. And corner positioning, ooh. Chop's definitely ready for these side swaps, but unfortunately not quite ready for these just straight hits that keep getting him. That's... Wow.
Meter positive.
Meter positive. I was expecting a DHC, but oh my goodness, just getting the command grab on the wake up and looking very solid.
Yeah. Just getting the auto combo. And Chop Suey trying to navigate as best as they can and getting a good opening right here against a very healthy Waltz team, but this is not a great look for them right now.
the wall stand was just a little bit higher, that command grab would have been able to hit. But still, baits out the DP, scrub, up. I believe that's 2-1 for him right now, so potential reset.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I definitely think he pressed 1 on the keyboard and brought him back to the beginning of the Freebird solo.
Imagine if it was like a 30-minute version of it just on repeat.
Oh, I'd imagine that's probably the best way to go about it.
Yeah.
That was hopefully Chop Suey isn't 1,000% or 100% phased by that last game, because it was pretty convincing in Scrub's favor.
This is too much for your tiny
Hopefully they can stay strong and try and bring something back.
I'm used to being underestimated.
Working together. Reminds me of the old days. Can't escape from crossing.
So long as nothing super goofy happens, I think Chop can definitely keep their head. Oh god. Well, that's not a good start, especially the starter. Very, very nice damage though.
Yeah, very nice. Pretty good. Chop Suey just trying to play that more scrambly game, but trying to keep up with the offense now, and this is their turn to get things started. First safe with the DP. Good push block. Trying to keep the pressure up as much as they can.
Able to burst out, just going in with the throw on Wake Up.
Oh, getting hit by the 5B, and that should spell doom for Jubei here. It's all up to Solo Walled, but getting crossed up on that 4P is not a good look. I don't believe this will kill unless Chop Suey somehow gets all Resonance Bar back, but yeah. Just, getting a Resonance, but keeping the pressure up. Excellent.
Oh my goodness.
Super.
Not quite dead, but definitely putting Izuyoi in a bad situation. Oh my god.
Classic.
Called out the jump. No, Freebird's just on full blast now. It's on full blast.
Trying to keep the pressure up. Trying to swat the Chi out of the air, but a little too far for that command grab, unfortunately. Took it a meatball, but not working out, but an excellent combo, and good starter too.
Oh, calls out the DP. I don't know. I know it's not enough. It's not enough.
Oh no, especially not with that.
I think if he went into EX, maybe he would have been able to get the kill off of it. Oh no! It's hit by the meteors. I believe that should be enough. Yep.
Fortunately, a little too much dip on the chip there will be spelling doom, and it is tournament point for Chop Suey or reset point for Scrub.
Yeah, I think whenever Scrub got the hit that could have potentially won the round, I think he probably should have gone for EX claw swipes. Yeah, claw swipes. That probably would have led to enough damage and enough to potentially kill.
Probably just like that, and it was probably a much more stable pickup than just doing 236B right there, unfortunately.
For your tiny frame to take. Well, I guess I'm used to being underestimated.
I am the executor of justice. Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
Will Freebird prevail, or will we be free from this tournament? We're about to find out.
That combo looked so goofy.
Yeah. Catching the backdash here. Chop Suey looking pretty good so far.
Super. Oh, gets the 5D. I got hit.
Also, but yeah, this Izuyoi is currently relentless right now.
Ooh, called out the cat paws and gets the burst punish as well. Oh man, yeah. Chop's like, okay, yeah, you got your side switch stuff in the corner. Well, I mean, I've also got access to that too, buddy. You're not special. Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I definitely think they wanted to, but they got crossed up. Unfortunate. But yeah, Chop Suey's still alive, and the Izoi is still alive. So this
Still
is
barely breathing.
yeah. But I think that's just enough for Chop Suey, given how good their Izoi is.
Oh,
But unfortunately,
no.
that DP.
Killing off the Persona, but not killing off the Persona user, and going to be putting Scrub in a bit of a precarious situation too. This is solo walled against these two characters. That is not a fun time.
And Chop Suey just really content on staying back, playing that rat jam game when they have a lead or just trying to start things up, and just eventually letting Scrub just hurt themselves. Oh no. Good attempt, but unfortunately the DP.
Not quite enough. Just barely not quite enough.
Close though, keeping up the pressure.
So far, very good from Chop, just not really doing anything too dangerous. But still in a precarious... Okay, I was going to say, you're still backed in the corner. Oh, all right, gets the hit with the projectile into the teleport. Good conversion. Unfortunately, not too much gained from it. Still gets corner positioning. Rampage time is in effect. And with that, gets the meter. Oh, no!
Not quite. Meatballs.
Oh, good push to grab.
Good
Not
DP.
enough still. This is tense. Will Chop prevail? Will Chop keep?
Good DP.
Grab
But
out. Oh, no! Oh!
it was almost going close. Oh no, not enough. But swatting out of the air.
Jesus. Oh, gets the 2A. Chop barely scraping through it and getting the win over Yo-Fave Scrub. My goodness, what a set.
Excellent work to Chop, just staying super composed in that situation, able to take it, not even needing the reset in this grand finals here. Excellent work.
Crazy stuff.
Excellent work. Yeah, that Chop will be taking it over Scrub in this grand final set, and to round out our top three yet again, Chop in first, Yo-Fave Scrub in second, and Caterade in third. Excellent work to everyone that showed up tonight.
Wow. That was... I gotta say, that was a great way to cap off the bracket.
Oh, absolutely.
Shame it was a little bit of a climactic end with just the 2As, but you know what? That's how it be. Sometimes there's no grand finale or anything. Sometimes it's just the smallest pokes.
Yeah. No, and that's the way these cookies crumble sometime. Either way, it was a good time, and I hope you all had a good time.
Absolutely, and of course, well, with all that being said, it has been a wonderful bracket, a wonderful time tonight for some good-ass BB tag action. Thank you all so much for joining us, all of you folks at home who decided to spend your Wednesday night / Thursday morning with us, depending on your time zones, of course, and viewing and watching and supporting these brackets that we have week in and week out. Shout out to all the players putting in their best efforts. We definitely saw the best efforts happening tonight in these fantastic games. But yeah, and making things so wonderful to experience with I'm losing my words. It was crazy. It was wonderful. I loved it. But yeah, shout out to all the players for that. Thank you very much to Ready30, not only for streaming tonight, but also for joining me on commentary as well, pulling in double duty, and still keeping things smooth with the stream, but also doing some wonderful input and insight, and back and forth with me on the mic tonight. Thanks very much to. I'm still gonna say it. We didn't have a Maturino, but I'm still gonna lend my support to them. Thanks very much to Maturino and Chitin Books. Unfortunately, yeah, no Maturino tonight, but still, always appreciate the support that we have with Maturino, but also with Chitin Books and all of their works. Be sure to check them out. Even though we don't have a marketplace, there's still a website that they have, and on Twitter as they also have a Twitter page as well. You can go and follow and see what they're going to be putting out next and what the latest releases and such are from them. But also, last, certainly not least, big thank you to Level Up Productions for having Wednesday Night Fights Online Edition be a way for us to have the locals experience at home, when in-person locals for WNF at least are not attainable at this time. I keep saying one day soon. I don't know. Soon TM. We'll see. I don't know. But until that point comes, we'll keep things going. Keep it rocking. Keep the flag flying. Keep having fates cross here with WNF BBTAG. Always a pleasure doing this for you all. Looking forward to next time on the PC platform. But until then, this has been Master Cheap, TO, Bracket Runner, host, and commentator for tonight's WNF BBTAG bracket. Again, always a pleasure doing this, and looking forward to the next time. E30, I leave closing words over to you. Take it away.
All right. I feel like we only have one reminder for you all, and it's unfortunately there is no more Big 8s for the year, but there is one thing to look forward to next week from our good friends over at Ralston Arcade and Don Con and crew, which is they're holding a special tournament, and it is a BB Tag potluck. And what does that mean? Is that everyone is bringing something, and what are they bringing? Their own teams. And what will happen is that everyone will bring their team into this potluck. It will get randomized, and you will be given someone else's team for the entirety of that tournament. So, as per usual, Twitch.tv/ICU Hater, DonCon, Ralston Arcade and crew putting on a great show, minus the Bloody Demon, who is fired but also not fired.
Is Schrodinger's demon? Is he fired or is he not? Find out.
Find out next time. I mean, we'll know for sure when we hear Lon on the line. Lon and Don over there. But, yeah.
Wait. So would it be, instead of Don Con, it would be Don Lon?
No. Don Con coined the name, the Lon and Don show.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, they. There's a lot of lore implications, but I'll just leave it at that for now. But as I was saying, the BB Tag Potluck, Twitch.tv/ICU Hater, every Tuesday at 5 p.m. PST. Come on in, show up with one team, leave with another. It'll be a good time and a good way to close things out over on that channel. So hope to see you there. Show them some love. They've shown us love throughout the entirety of this year and a good chunk of last year. So hope to see you there. But I think that's going to be it for us. Thanks again, ever, for tuning in. This has been WNF Online Edition BB Tag episode 48. Hope to see you all next week here again for PC. But for now, all good things must come to an end. So for now, stay safe, stay beautiful, drink your water, tell your friends and family you love them, but most importantly, shout outs to Bird Gang.
Shout outs to Bird Gang.
Have a good night, y'all. Peace.